So, guys, it's looking like there is a chance that Elena Delle Donne could be coming back playing basketball. And obviously, we have been talking, we've been talking a little bit about Delle Donne on this channel, who she might go to. But it does appear that the last team she played for, the Washington Mystics, have at least said they're trying to talk to her, and nothing has been said. So this is from Sydney Johnson, obviously the owner of the owner of the Mystics. And I'm surprised, I will say this, I'm surprised she's been talking to Elena Delle Donne, because I think that would actually be unfair to all the other free agents in the WNBA. But yeah, so it says here, Sydney Johnson also says she's communicated with Delle Donne and she has the grace from the organization to take her time to figure out what she wants to do. What she wants to do is not play for the Mystics, by the way. I will say that. She took last year off. How much more time she need? Go and may make a return. You go to Vegas. I said this yesterday, but Elena Delle Donne needs to get in the field. We got super teams that need to be built out here. Yeah, I think Elena Delle Donne's probably coming back. I think she would be, if she was not coming back, it would be already a thing. Elena Delle Donne would have been, like you would have seen Elena Delle Donne retired already. Like there would be talks about Elena Delle Donne being done. Elena Delle Donne is absolutely not 100% retired yet. Again, do I think it's likely that she's done? Yeah. Honestly, I'll say yeah. At this stage, it's a may come back, not a definite. But still, even with that being the case, I still think the fact that it's even a conversation means that there is possibility of it. But it definitely will not be for the Mystics. Like, there is absolutely no way in hell that the Washington Mystics will be... Elena Delle Donne will be playing for the Mystics. Is this the final piece to the championship puzzle? I don't know if Elena Delle Donne... I don't think... If she's 100 times better than Katie Lou. Like, she would be 100 times better than that. And it just means that the Jaylen Brown contract... You get rid of the Jaylen Brown contract and you use one of the... you draft two centers then. I was like, I don't understand why they're selling Jaylen Brown Fever jerseys. Jaylen Brown is not going to make the Fever. She's not going to make the Fever team. But if you are Indiana and you do get yourself Elena Delle Donne, like, it does mean that you just need to get that center. So you would draft Rhea Marshall, like, after what has happened, seemingly happened recently with Sedona Prince. Until all that stuff is cleared up, you don't go near Sedona Prince as a draft prospect. Maybe you take Ioka Lee. Maybe you look overseas to see are there any other, like, unbelievable bigs that are maybe slipping through the cracks, mate. Or you, I would say this, I've always said this, is like for centers, the Indiana Fever workout should literally just be sprints. Run some sprints. We can figure out the rest. Try find your Hannah Stolke types, track star, 6'4" players, and have them off the bench and just get them sprint. Just get them to sprint up and back and up and back and up and back. But even with that being said, like, you don't turn down Elena Delle Donne. No matter what. Absolutely. No matter what, you do not turn down Delle Donne. If she is available, it doesn't matter what team you are. Any of the 13 players. If Elena Delle Donne is willing to play and you can afford Elena Delle Donne, you take Elena Delle Donne. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. The only way you do not take Elena Delle Donne is if you can't afford her, if she's retired, or she doesn't want to go to your team. If you are able to afford, again, Delle Donne, you get her. And I think it's a very, very, very simple solution. When you've got one of the best players, you go for her. And like, if we want to look at the WNBA teams, and you can see where she fits in, because I'm not sure she's going to want to come back and be like a starter. So I think she's going to want to win. So if you're at New York Liberty, she comes in immediately as a starter. Sorry, she comes in immediately off the bench. She does not start for New York Liberty. I think it'll be a really close one between her and Leonie Fibic, but I still think you start Leonie Fibic because of her greater ability on defense. Minnesota Lynx, I actually don't think she starts with Minnesota Lynx. I think what Alana Smith does is too important for defense. For the Connecticut Sun, they suck. So yeah, obviously she starts. She's not going to go to Sun. I think she starts with the Aces above Cheyenne Parker Tyus. I do think that instead of Parker Tyus, they would start Age at the 5. They'd start Delle Donne at the 4, but they'd be heavily reliant on A'ja Wilson for defense then. Seattle Storm, she probably starts. Yeah, the Storm are probably going to have to start Alicia Clark now. So yes, she starts for the Seattle Storm. She doesn't start for the Fever. Oh, is Elena Delle Donne better than DeWanna Bonner? At this moment in time, no, because of defense. But like, Elena Delle Donne is better than DeWanna Bonner. I still think you'd bring Elena Delle Donne off the bench, but I think if she goes to the Fever, she would exclusively almost be playing at the 4. Like, basically, that means that you would have, say, Lexi Hull playing more of the 2, and Sophie Cunningham kind of playing 2-3 rather than 2-3-4. For the Mercury, yeah, she starts with the Mercury. At the way they're currently constructed, she'd start for Phoenix. And that's probably, in my opinion, the most likely place she's going to go. I could see her going to play with Alyssa Thomas. I could see her going because of all the facilities they have in Phoenix. For me, that's more than likely the place where we'll see Elena Delle Donne. I think the Fever are in with a shot for her. I think the Aces have a good shot for her. I don't think the Liberty are going to get her. And it really just depends. Like, if she wants to come in and start, if she's coming back, it'll be either the Aces, the Storm, or the Mercury. It'll be one of those 3 teams. I don't see her going to the Dream. I don't see her going to any of these lower teams. But if she wants to play, say, 25 minutes a game, give you 12 points in those 25 minutes and try to win another championship, you go to either the Fever, the Lynx, or the Liberty. Like, it just depends. Like, I don't think she starts any of those 3 teams. Kayla McBride's better than her. Alana Smith gives you too much. She's not going to start for the Fever. The Fever brought in these other players to start, and then for the Liberty, their Liberty's starting 5 is just too strong. She adds depth and greatly increases the 3 teams' chance of winning. But if she goes to one of the other teams, she still has a shot of winning. If she goes to the Mercury, the Storm, or the Aces, but it's a much shorter shot than if she was to come off the bench. So it's going to be a really interesting thing to see. I think, again, my most likely situation for her is probably the Mercury. If you're asking me where I think Elena Delle Donne goes, I would say the Phoenix Mercury. That would be my prediction. Like, I know a lot of people will be saying the Fever, but I think she's going to go to the Phoenix Mercury if she comes back at all. And I still think, with the way things are going, I would say there is 60% chance she retires, 40% chance she stays playing. I would have said the opposite, 40-60 a couple of weeks ago, but I will say 60-40 right now, that she's retired versus playing. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.